Okay, my next question. I went to Cyprus, told everyone about it, loved it. And I came home thinking, I've been wanting to invest in property for a long time now. Why should I do it in the UK when I could do it in various different countries that I enjoy to go to on holiday? I've had mixed reviews. Some people telling me don't do it, it's the worst thing you could ever think of doing. Other people have said about Brexit. And some people have said it's a great idea if you know the right people, etc., etc. What are your thoughts?
Yes. When you are abroad on holiday and the sun's shining and you've got a glass of sangria or whatever, then you've got rose-tinted glasses on.
I think that's what happened to me.
And it's like people being in England and they're on one side of the bar, they're a customer, and they say, I could run this place, and they go in to be in a bar, and they don't know what's behind the scenes. And I think it's the same when you're in a foreign country, you're a foreign person, and you don't know their rules and regulations, and you think everything is the same as in England. So you know your rules and regulations in this country, but you don't know them there. And I have known quite a few estate agents abroad who've said people, they land on the plane. They land with, as the plane lands, they get off the plane, but unfortunately they leave their brains on the plane. And that is from estate agents who are selling to these people. They're called brainless because they've left, the brains have gone back home. And that's a bit harsh. And so I looked for a long time, and I did all my research, and I bought an apartment. And to be quite honest, I had that for 12 years and it was really, really good. Although I was going to get 4 garages with it, and they didn't come until we had an altercation, and then I got 3 garages. But so immediately you start to disbelieve what people are saying. And then the people who was doing the bedding, washing the bedding, stole the bedding and replaced it with the quilts were still there, but the insides were rubbish. And then the gardener would turn up just the day that we arrived every time, and said he's been there every week. Well,
he hadn't.
Well, we used to turn up and unannounced, and it was, a big con, really. And then we thought, well, we've been happy in this place, in this community for 12 years. I think we'll go up the mountain and build a really nice villa. And then we got introduced halfway through to the mafia of the area. And so the building price went from 450,000 to nearly 1.4 million. And then they took over the house for 2 years, and they've not only done that to us, they did it to the next door neighbour who we're still in contact with, and 7 other people who was building. So it's that wasn't a very good experience.
No.
And
has that put you off for life? Any other locations?
While we was building that one, we was building another one in Switzerland, in the mountains, which is fantastic. I've had that for 10 years.
Lovely.
But there's 2 prices. There's a price for the locals and a price for the foreigners, and everything. There's 2 prices for. And I would like to write a book on buying and having property abroad. But the thing is, it'd only be 1 page, and it'd only be 3 words. Don't do it.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to hear. I'm so excited.
I've lost hundreds of thousands of pounds and countless nights of sleep, and aggravation and arguments and threats of violence and people robbing you. And I'm not saying this is generally all the time, but all the people that I've spoke to, a lot of them have had the same situation. Building with a permit that's not legal, so the house has to be knocked down, or you have to pay a vast amount of money to keep it. And having property, you think it's yours, but then somebody else can come and build on it.
It's
You're
so
not in
different.
England. So
Yeah.
why not go out and have, instead of losing hundreds of thousands or wasting hundreds of thousands, why don't you just have some nice holidays?
Yeah.
Relax, be waited on,
Yeah.
and every time you go to these places, you end up with a paintbrush in your hand, keep doing
Maintenance, that's true. What about then rent to like serviced accommodation? So if for instance in Cyprus we stayed at a lovely villa, and I think that was a family that lived somewhere else, and they had 2 lovely Cypriot people managing it. What would be your thoughts on renting properties in a different country and then running the necessary?
What we found is that everything seems to be fine. Then once you start, what about that nice couple who come and the husband does the painting and the wife does the washing, and then they bring some food in for the new guests each week, and what happens when they leave?
Yeah.
Where do you get something?
Yeah.
Have you got to fly out again and search around for somebody else? And what's, when you might as well do it in England.
Yeah, you're
because
right.
you know you can go and see the property.
Yeah.
You can speak the language.
Yeah.
You know what's going on.
Yeah.
You haven't got a bill from a solicitor that's arguing with a next door neighbour and stuff like that.
Okay,
not
so-
got any control.
So we put that on the back burner, I think.
I think
Focus on other stuff.
I think there's easier ways to have a holiday for free. Easier ways to make money.
Yeah.
Easier ways to keep your stress levels down. Your blood pressure down.
Yeah.
And why don't you concentrate on something that you can do
Yeah.
instead of something that you think?
I definitely had rose-tinted glasses on. Thank you for the reality check. Toosh, done. Reality check there. If any of you were thinking of buying a board, think twice, people. Okay.